Okay, so welcome to ESL Drama, Stories and Poetry. Last week, catastrophic failure on my part. I had no internet connection for the best part of Tuesday afternoon. And eventually I managed to figure out, I can use my phone. So I did have a satellite signal on my phone, but I couldn't log in. I had no internet connection in the house. And it wasn't just me. It happened to Amatsu and thousands and thousands and thousands of people around the world. So we were all stuck together, which makes me feel better. Anyway, so this week we're going to do what we were going to do last week. Does that make sense? Let me tap that up for you. This week we are going to do what we were going to do last week. Nice little mixture of tenses there. So, can anybody remind me, what was the last line in the story? Okay. Can anybody summarise the story? Who would like to try and summarise the story for anybody who didn't come to the session last week or watch the video? Reem.
Yes, the story was about a family, a husband and wife, that every year go to tent, journey tent, a trip, but a tent with a family. And the husband loves this trip very much, but the wives it's a very was very difficult because with the family, and there are a water and a camping trip, and camping with the children is so hard. There are a marsh that the sound with the water everywhere. She felt very tired, and every year she dreamed go to a nice journey with alone in with own bathroom and clean, and that this and we stop it when the husband finish it, carry out the documented or the things for the camping trip in the cars, and set to equipment this, and said to his wife to come, and we imagine what will happen if come or not come. Everybody write, maybe everybody in the lesson write at the end except me. I'm so lazy.
I did notice, but at least you're here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just the one word there, equipment. That's it. Yeah, and that's a word. That's a really important word to learn because it covers fishing equipment, camping equipment, computer equipment. It crops up in all sorts of contexts. But very good, Pris. And that was really good. Shiny, did you want to add anything?
Because, okay, no.
No, you did a very good job, Reem. You did a very good job. Okay, so the last line of the story was this line. He comes back into the house and calls up the stairs. So, are you coming or not? As I mentioned before, or not is almost a threat. Yeah, it's almost saying, if you're not coming, I'm going without you. Now, Hermina wrote a lovely ending, and as Reem, you didn't write your ending, I'm going to get you to read Hermina's. Okay, I'm sure she won't mind. Okay. So, if you would like to read that text.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, just a moment.
It
Yes.
is the corrected
Okay.
text, okay?
Yeah. Okay. He says, I'm going to take some of the camping equipment to your brother, as arranged. The brother lives around the corner with his wife and 3 children. A young family, and discovered the joy and the fun of camping. So we decided to give him our tented and some of these items a camper will need. But you must promise me that you will be ready when I get back, he said. The man who sold us his almost new is about to leave the UK from France, and he won't wait. So please be prepared when you hear the car, and don't forget to bring the dog's bed. He called up the stairs. They got the girlfriend and the dog as well. That was the deal. Tomorrow we'll set off for a dog-friendly camping set in the Tyrol. Not hotel, but no tent either. They have found solution for their problem, and that was a garden. There's no need for a separation. Yes, they had to go through a hard time, but now everything is running smoothly. They want to enjoy their time together.
Well done, nicely read. Okay. Any questions? Any questions about what Hermina wrote, or any comments that you'd like to make about what she wrote?
Nice, and I am not things about this situation. It is maybe we said a middle solution for the problem. That Hamina needed the two open and find the best solution.
Yeah, it's what. Oh, yes, I agree. It's what we would call a compromise. Yeah, to compromise. So neither person is getting everything they want. Yeah. Let me just write it for you. A compromise. And it can also be a verb, to compromise.
Yes.
Okay, don't confuse it with promise. Promise is pronounced pro, and compromise is pronounced pro. Compromise, promise, compromise. Try it.
Compromise.
Yeah.
Promise.
Try this. She promised to compromise. Okay, try that sentence.
She promised to compromise.
Very well done. Good. Good, good, good.
Thanks.
And I love the way that she's put them going to the Tyrol.
Yeah.
And with a dog. They've suddenly got a dog as well. So do you think, Shiny, what do you think? Is that better than going to a hotel? Is going nice new luxury caravan better than camping in a tent? Do you think the wife will be happy, Shiny?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because if she would come to term, then she won't. I mean, she won't act like that, right?
What do you mean? Can you clarify? If she come to what? If
She has already said that she wanted a comfy room, comfy bed.
Oh, caravan beds are really comfortable.
After so many years,
Yeah, but
she suffered.
caravan beds can be really. I mean, modern caravans, they're like luxury hotel suites.
But the point is, she waits for so many years. I
That's
think
very
in the
true.
end, yeah.
No, that's very true. You make a good point. She's waited a long time for her luxury holiday, but no, the bed situation. Honestly, caravanning's not what it used to be. And if you get a new, and it says in Hermina's text, I think this is her dream to have a nice new caravan. They really are luxurious. I've put some photographs up on Flickr of my brother-in-law's new caravan. It's gorgeous. It's got a shower, a loo, it's got a double bed, it's got a guest bed, it's got a dining room, a kitchen with a microwave and a freezer and a fridge.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. It's not a caravan anymore. As before. But the point is, she don't want to clean it by herself, right? She wants to be served by those.
True. She would still have to do the washing up and the cooking. Or they would have to do the washing up and the cooking. That is very true. It's a good point, Shiny. I mean, she could get the chocolate on the bed every morning if her husband took a box of chocolates and made sure he put a little chocolate on her pillow before she went to bed every night. Okay, let's have a little look at some words for Reem. Just a little bit of pronunciation, Reem. The first one, don't struggle with it, equipment. Equipment.
Equipment.
That's it. You equip somebody when you give them the tools necessary to do a particular job or task. And then when you have that equipment, you can do that tool. I mean, in some ways, the internet is our equipment for learning English. But you talk about kitchen equipment. That's the knives and the pots and the pans and the mixers and everything you need to cook with. It's all cooking equipment.
Yes.
Okay.
Equipment.
That's it. The next one, arranged.
Arranged.
Yeah, to arrange something, to arrange a meeting, to arrange a bunch of flowers, to bring something together to make it work, to be the person kind of responsible to make arrangements. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. The next one, lives, not lives. Lives.
Yes, lives.
Yeah.
Lives.
It's impossible to know unless you learn the context. I live in Germany, and this session is streaming live. Okay. Then the next one, you've got to get used to these groups of words like tent. It's ent, not tenty. It's ent. Tent. Try it.
Tent.
That's it. Good. And caravan?
Caravan.
Yay, good. And then to leave for France.
To leave for France.
Yeah. Now, do you know why it's got for in there? Leave for France.
Leave for France, to go out from France?
No, it means to leave where you are to travel to France. It's a bit difficult. Yeah. So this guy is in the UK and he's leaving for France today. So that implies that he's actually moving to France permanently. They're leaving for France. That's probably why they're also leaving the dog. Okay.
Okay.
And then site, not set, site.
Site.
Yeah, a camping site, a caravan site, a building site.
Yes.
Okay, lots of words, important word, okay? A website.
Website.
Yeah, it's easy when you know, isn't it? You have to make those connections, okay? A website. You know website, so you should know site, okay? Good. Then I suggest, before we get to Shiny's part, because Shiny, yours is quite short and Nina's not here, so it's a shame Nina's not here because I did have a question for her about the conundrum thing. She used the word conundrum. Lovely word, but I can't remember the last time anybody used that in front of me. Oh dear. Okay. So, Shiny, if you would like to be Nina and read Nina's post, okay? Okay, so we've got Nina's post.
It is a big conundrum. Obviously, she didn't go camping with him. In the worst scenario, maybe they separated. It's easier for Keith, who keeps his thoughts to himself and always goes back to the last holiday in the same place where he was happy. However, in my opinion, he must stop being selfish at last and perhaps pay more attention to his wife. In the best scenario, he will make a clever choice by doing something new and romantic, her dream holiday. But for now, it is a mystery.
Very good. Well done. Nicely read. So, just the 2 words. Well done. First one, obviously.
Obviously.
That's it. And then clever. Not cleaver, clever.
Clever.
Yeah, cleaver would be like a meat cleaver. Yeah. A big knife. We do have the word lever. Yeah. But clever. It's one of those you have to kind of just accept and learn. Okay. Hello, Dove. Nice to see you.
Hello, hello.
Hello,
nice
hello.
To see you.
Yeah, just let me give you the link to the text that we're reading. Okay. Okay, so what do you think? Nina's not really given her own ending here. She said she's given more of her opinion. Yeah. Do you agree with her?
Life is not that easy, right?
Life's never easy. Nobody ever said it was going to be easy. Nobody said it was gonna be easy. Any other thoughts about Nina's ideas? Which do you think will happen? Do you think there'll be a compromise? Do you think he will give in? What do you think? She seems to think he should give in from what she's written, but do you think he will? He must stop being selfish.
You know what? Because she said she is married. Maybe that's about her. You know, if she made this kind of situation, she might be apart from her husband.
Yeah, there's that. Yes.
So she just got her last, I mean, she thinks they will separate.
Yeah, she mentions that word, doesn't she? To separate. Ooh.
But you mentioned that it's a tragedy.
Did I?
So I think. No, you didn't say that because you said that. So I burned his equipment.
His equipment. Oh yeah, no, that's that's not a tragedy. That's arson.
Maybe I misunderstood. I thought you said it was a tragedy, so I made it a tragedy. It's more than separation, right?
I might have said, yeah, that would have been, to me, that would have been the tragedy.
I mean, divorce, it's nothing. You just go your own way, and that's nothing. But if you can solve the problem and you hurt each other, that's the tragedy, right?
That's.
I mean, more than just divorce.
I mean, at the end of the day, they have been married. They've got the children are grown up, and the children have moved away from home. But they've been together such a long time. It would be a tragedy if they broke up. Okay, but you turned it into a scene from Crime Scene CSI, Shiny. And as everybody's been reading each other's posts today, let's get Dope to do some reading. Are you okay to read, Dope? Can you? Have you got voice?
Yes, I'm okay with it.
Okay. Would you like to read what Shiny wrote?
Yeah, but I don't know what she wrote.
It's
What is it?
there. Well, I gave you the link, but I've put it in local chat as well. Okay.
Sure, darling, I say with a smile. Did you pack the car with everything we need? I continued. Resolutely, I grabbed a gasoline can and rushed to the car, poured it over the camping equipment, and set it on fire. I turned and shouted at him, "You wish, Case Han."
You wish.
That's it?
That's it. Yes, short and to the point. So, Shiny, why did you decide to? Why did you decide to set everything? Yes, that's all there is, Dope. That's what Shiny wrote. But Shiny, why did you decide to set the equipment on fire? Were you so angry?
Because that's how she felt, right? After so many years, I have to show that, but because in the end, her husband still decided to go camping. That means he didn't know her feeling. So I tried to, make something happen that will show her feeling about after being so many years she still cannot get what she wants.
So you really felt for her, yeah?
And besides, I think his reading was ruining my writing, because at first she was smiling, but her action in the end, everything.
Well, April was convinced she's going to prison.
Yeah, but I explained that she won't go to jail.
You did, and what was your explanation? Can you remember?
Can I read it? I mean,
well, let's put it this way. Do you think she will go to jail? Does anybody think she'll go to jail? Yes, it is criminal damage, but only if somebody makes a complaint, I think. And I guess it would depend on who does the equipment belong to. I guess it belongs to both of them, so really she's burning her own stuff.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
She just burned her, equipment. Hers. So the only the only problem is that if their neighbor call the fire department.
Yes.
And they might be charged for it.
Yes, that's true. That's true. So, we've got the ending, the actual ending that the author of the story wrote. Okay, so who would like to read it out first? Type Mike in local chat if you want to read it first. Everybody's going to read it, but who'd like to read it first? Okay, Dope's first. Then Reem. Well, yes, I've got it hidden away, Shiny. You won't be able to see it until I give it you. Okay, so if you want to read Shiny, just type Mike. But Dope, if you'd like to read it first, I will give you the text. Okay, so Dope, here's the text. Hang on.
Whispers, oh yes, I'm coming. Alright, I would, oh my god. I will next one, I think. Someone is drilling.
Hang on, what?
Oh yes, I'm coming. Alright, I wouldn't miss this for anything. I wanna make sure he really does sell all the stuff. I hurry down and off we go. Off to the car boot sale. Even at second-hand prices. We should still make enough money to pay for a few nights at a nice hotel in the Highlands.
Very good.
That's it?
Yeah, well, I don't know, where are you, by the way, Dope? I was trying to find you. You disappeared. Oh, there you are. What are you doing down there again? You do get yourself into the most awkward places, Dope. I've just found you. Oh, dear. Okay. Okay, Dope, I'm just going to give you a little lesson in how to sit on furniture. So you stand. Okay, you find a chair and you should see it'll turn into your mouse will turn into a little chair. You just click, doof, there you are. And then when you stand, that's what should happen. If you sit on the wrong thing, then you might get stuck. But if you don't sit in a chair, you right click and click on sit here. It should still work. Okay. Anyway, I'll leave you embedded in the chair for now. You can watch the video to see how it should work. So yes, Hermina was right. They compromised in a way that she got what she wanted. And I think you made a good point, Shiny. 18 years of marriage, she'd had enough, and maybe he recognised that. Maybe he realised, okay, she's waited long enough. Let's give her what she wants. And they're going to sell all the equipment in a car boot sale. Does everybody know what a car boot sale is? Have any of you been to a car boot sale? Any ideas? Yeah, any ideas? Do you know what a car boot sale is? Can you hear me? I'm not sure if you can hear me. Okay, so, yes, he's compromised. She's going to get her romantic, well, a weekend at least, because romantic hotels are not cheap. And they're going to sell all the equipment at a car boot sale. My question was, do you know what a car boot sale is? Have any of you been to a car boot sale?
Sell your stuff, just use your car. I mean, like garage sale. You put the stuff in front or in the garbage, let people to watch it in the garbage. I mean, use it as a platform.
Well, actually, it's not about garbage. Okay, you're right about the garage sale, sort of metaphor or similarity. A garbage sale or a yard sale, a garage sale or a yard sale is where you sell your unwanted stuff for money outside the house. They're very popular in America. We don't have as many garage sales or yard sales in the UK. We have car boot sales. And literally what happens is people put their unwanted items into the boot of the car. Okay. And they drive to usually some fairground or a big open expanse that's been put aside for that purpose, usually at the weekend on a Saturday or Sunday. And they sell their unwanted items from the boot of the car. That's why it's called a car boot sale. Okay? Kind of, but you were talking about garbage, and it's not I mean, you can't sell garbage in a car boot sale. You have to sell just unwanted stuff. It's still usable. So, for example, if I didn't want this coffee table anymore.
I didn't say garbage, I said garage.
Ah, okay. I heard garbage towards the end. You were talking, it did sound like garbage, honestly. You can listen to the recording. I've got you now. I've got you.
I believe you. I don't want to hear my voice again.
It's Shiny, okay. Don't be cowardly. You've got a lovely voice. I don't know why you have a problem with. Well, I know it's purely psychological. You can get over it. You've got a very nice voice. Anyway, so yeah, you were right then. But they drive away. They don't sell it outside the house. They drive, and as I say, normally sometimes they're on airfields. Sometimes they're in fields in the countryside. I'm trying to think of other car boot sales I have been to. Oh, we had one that was done for charity. That's the only one I've ever sold things at. And that was at the university. And people come from miles around to these car boot sales. They love them. They always want to find a bargain. So have any of you been to something like that? A car boot sale, a garage sale, a yard sale, a flea market? We also call them flea markets.
It was this special site which is named like Avita for everyone who sell used stuff.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. I think it's great fun. You never know what you can't go looking for something, but if you just go with a bit of money, you never know what you might find. I'm just trying to find. I know there's the biggest car boot sale in the UK, and let me see. There is one in no, actually, this is one in Europe. No, it is in the UK. I thought it was in Bewley, and it's amazing. Believe it or not, Bewley that's how it's pronounced. That's how it's spelt, but Bewley is how it's pronounced. Okay, but that one is just for cars. I prefer the ones that sell lots of bric-a-brac. Okay, and you can find a list of them on lots of different websites. This is one. If you're in the UK and you're at a loss to what to do one weekend and it's nice weather, don't go when it's raining. It's miserable when it's raining because it's all outside. Just have a look at car boot sales in the area because it's a great chance to talk to people, lots of different people. You can ask them what the price of something is. You can ask them the history, whether it works, where did it come from, how much are they willing to take for it. You can barter and haggle at a car boot sale that you can't do in a supermarket. So it's a good opportunity for you to do something a bit different. Okay, Reem, what do you think of his do you think he made the right decision to compromise?
Yes, I think that's right. Because the wife still wait for many years.
Yeah. She's been very patient.
I think. Yes, very patient.
I think I agree with you. Yeah. I agree with you. I think she's been super patient. She deserves it.
After this year's take this decision.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, so Reem, your turn to read.
I think it still is the same.
Yes. Oh, yes. Doesn't yes, yes. I want to make sure here sell all stuff down and off we go off to the car sale. Say even at a second even at a second a few nights at a nice hotel in the Highlands.
Very good. Well done. Okay, and you get a smiley. Yay! So, stuff, though. Stuff, not staff. Staff is with an A. So, a member of staff, somebody you employ, yeah, or somebody you work with. And stuff, which is uncountable, when it's a noun, it's just all the things around you. It's all stuff. There's too much stuff in the world, okay? I've got too much stuff on my desk right now. Although it is tidier than when I took that photograph for Aladdin. Have a look in Flickr. I took a photo for Aladdin.
What about the matter? Like matter? Also everything around us.
Matter is more scientific, okay? Matter is something you might talk about scientifically. Everything is made of matter, that kind of thing. But stuff is more about the things around you, okay?
Stuff.
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 Everything you see around you, it's all stuff. Your computer is stuff. Your your kitchen equipment is stuff. Your furniture, it's all stuff, okay?
Yeah.
It's a great word, stuff. It can be used to describe everything. Have you got all the stuff we need?
Now, no, one expression was for if you don't make decision, you are stuffed.
No, then you are stuffed. That's from the verb to stuff.
Yeah, right.
Okay, you can stuff a chicken, yeah, with stuffing. Sage and onion stuffing, yum, by Paxo. But that's the verb to stuff. Stuff, when it's a noun, okay, it just means everything around you that's just not determined. Just stuff. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, you could say I am stuffed. That can also mean I'm full. Yeah, I am full. I've eaten enough. Okay. You could also say he was stuffed, as in he was doomed. So it's a very useful little phrase. But if you're just talking about general things, yeah, indeterminate things, it's all stuff. Okay. I've got a lot of stuff to do today. So it's even indeterminate things that you haven't actually, you can't describe. What kind of stuff did you get up to on holiday? It's a really useful word, okay? So play with it. And then the other one for you, I've lost it here. Oh, here it is. You get a smiley for even. Well done. Even. Don't confuse it with words like heaven. Even. Yeah, and you can use it as another interesting little word, because if you're talking about numbers, even numbers are. Can anybody give me an even number?
2.
Yep. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, that's it. Even numbers. The opposite of even in that context is
Odd.
Odd. Yeah, well done. But in the context of this story, it's more something a little bit of a surprise. Yeah, I'd never even heard of Donald Trump before he became president. Yeah, so you're using it like a modifier almost. Yeah, so it's nothing to do with even as in a flat surface or numbers. It's just a little modifier used for emphasis. Okay. We'll even sell the camping equipment. Okay. And I think what you confused it with was ever. Yeah. Have you ever been camping?
Ever.
Yeah. So you got ever, but even. Okay.
Have you ever been camping?
Yeah. I have never even been on holiday. So try that.
I have never even been on holiday.
Very good. Well done. Okay, so that even is just there to make it even more surprising. I've never even been on holiday. It's not true. I've been on holiday a lot, as you know. Okay, so, and it's the same text, remember? We're all reading the same text. And yes, Shiny, if you want to read it in a different tone, try it, give it a go. There's your text, okay?
Hello, yes, thank you. Oh yes, I'm coming, all right. I wouldn't miss it for anything. I want to make sure he really does sell all this stuff. I hurry down and off we go. Off to the car boot sale. Even at second-hand prices, we should still make enough money to pay for a few nights at a nice hotel in the Highlands.
Very good, well done. Nicely read. Okay. So, all right. Okay. Rather than all right. I'm coming all right.
I'm coming all right.
That's it. And then you get a smiley for prices. Well done. Now for everybody, this is a place very north of the UK, right up north, and it's called the Highlands. They are high, they are lands, but it's like one word, the Highlands. The Highlands of Scotland. Beautiful place. Very difficult to understand people who have a very strong accent up there. Even I struggle. But it's the Highlands. So try it, Shiny. The Highlands. Good.
The Highlands.
That's it. Yep. Try it, Do.
Highlands.
That's it. Good. And Reem?
The Highlands.
Excellent. Now up north they'd say Highlands. I'm Highlander. If you want to listen,
Highlander.
That's the one. There can be only one. Who wants to live forever? They weren't very strong Highland accents in that particular programme. If you want to hear a sort of very strong Scottish Glaswegian accent, look up Rab C. Nesbitt. I think that's how. Let me just check how you spell that. Rab C. Nesbitt in YouTube. I know there's lots of his stuff on there. Oh, it's one S. Okay, Rab C. Nesbitt. Is it one S or two? Is it one T or two? Yeah, two T's. So look that up in YouTube if you're feeling brave. And yes, he's speaking English. Okay.
Lynn, what differ things of stuff?
What do you mean, Dope?
Think and stuff.
Oh, things.
How to distinguish
things.
this
Yeah,
and
no.
stuff.
Things can be a synonym of stuff. They can mean the same thing. Yeah, but stuff is more inclusive of everything. Okay. I've got a lot. Okay, let me put it this way. I've got a lot of things on my desk. Now, if you notice, a thing is countable. Yeah, and you can say things. So I have a. Oh, sorry. I have a lot of things on my desk, and you might say, what sort of things? So here it's the same, yeah, except it's countable. I could also say I have a lot of stuff on my desk, and you could say what sort of stuff, and I'd answer work stuff. Okay. So yeah, interchangeable, but stuff is more, as I say, it encompasses more stuff. because things are countable, it almost lessens the amount of things on my desk. If you said to me, I have a lot of things on my desk, I would imagine, I don't know, pencil, keyboard, the usual things. If you said I have a lot of stuff on my desk, for example, on my desk, I have got a stuffed bear. I'm not joking. Somebody sent it me. and I promised I would keep it on my desk, and I have done ever since. So to the lady who sent it me, thank you very much. Yes, he is on my desk. Nothing to do with my work or anything. So he's part of the stuff on my desk. Apart from the fact he is a stuffed bear. Okay. Yes, I am that childish. But good question. Yeah. I mean, really interchangeable, but with a very subtle difference between the two. Okay. You can count things you can't count. Well, you don't bother counting stuff. Okay. You can measure stuff, but things you actually count. I've put a little. It is a common question, so you can check it there. And there's a very nice little Leunig cartoon, which Michael Leunig's given me the permission to publish as well. I'll maybe read it to you at the end. Okay, so what I'm going to do, just to finish up, I'm going to read the text, how I imagine she said it. Okay, so, oh yes, I'm coming all right. I wouldn't miss this for anything. I want to make sure he really does sell all this stuff. I hurry down and off we go. Off to the car boot sale. Even at second-hand prices, we should still make enough money to pay for a few nights at a nice hotel in the Highlands. Because to me, at the beginning, she's gleeful and a little malicious. Oh yeah, I'm coming all right. I wouldn't miss this for anything. So there's a little bit of malice in there.
Yeah.
She's won.
I sometimes get confused when I notice this prepositions separately. You know, like I hurry down and off we go. It's like off. It's like a preposition from a house.
But once you get used to these collocations and phrasal verbs, you realise they go with the word in front or behind, and you stop noticing them as separate words, and they become almost one word. Okay. We had an example. I don't think you were here actually, Dope, at the beginning. And which bit was it? I think it was in Hermina's. Can anybody remember? Oh yes, to leave the UK for France. Yeah, to leave for somewhere. And you see that for as a non-native speaker who hasn't learnt it yet. To leave for somewhere means to go from where you are to the place you mention. So he's going from the UK to France, but he's leaving for France. And that for can really confuse you. Because you think, oh yeah, what is it for? What use is it? No.
This example, don't confuse me at all. You know, it's this example is written in English in use. I passed this unit.
Ah, there you go. Well, yeah, there's a very good. It is a good book, English in Use, phrasal verbs. You can, of course, buy it. Of course, and there are.
I have it. My mobile is digital.
There are two versions. There's one that's intermediate and one that's advanced, and they are a good introduction. I mean, I'm a great fan of the English in Use series. I recommend them on the website. I've recommended them for years, and I always say to English teachers, new English teachers, get English in Use, the whole series. It is so good, and it's brilliant for students. You can use it on your own. You can understand a lot of it, but sometimes you do need to have a teacher or a native speaker. You can ask, what? It makes no sense. Okay. Here we have, I'll read this for you just to finish off. Okay, this is from the website where we've got stuff versus things. Okay. The streets were crammed with cars, the shops were crammed with people, the shelves were crammed with stuff. Their homes were crammed with stuff. Their lives were crammed, their minds were crammed. The world was crammed, and each day there was less space between things. Until at last everything was so tightly crammed that there was no space between things at all, and everything merged into one solid lump of undifferentiated matter. Down onto this huge solid lump a tiny wren fluttered and gave a bright little trill. So there, in context, you have stuff and things and matter. It's a lovely example. That's why I asked for permission to publish it, because it was perfect. Okay, there's another word I want you to look up. You can do this in your own time. You don't need me for this. And that is something I noticed you mention, Reem. You said she wants to go on a journey. I wouldn't use journey in this case. I'd say trip or holiday. I wouldn't use journey. Okay, so here is why. You can just look that up, okay? There's a difference between a voyage, a trip, and a journey. And again, you have to learn it by playing with it, by using it. But she wants to go on a nice trip. She wants to go on a romantic trip away. Okay? Okay, any questions before we finish? We will start something new next time. But have you got any questions or any comments?
No.
You're okay? Good. I know you came in sort of cold to this because we did this 2 weeks ago, but you can watch the original story and listen to it on the YouTube video. You'll find it under ESL Drama on the on our YouTube site.
Next time we'll start a new story.
We'll start a new something. This session we sometimes do drama. We do short stories. We even do poetry and sometimes songs. So whatever it is, it will be new. It's not necessarily a short story. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Leah.
You're welcome. Shiny, are you okay too?
She's always okay. I never hear that he would answer, no, I'm not okay.
Thank you.
She's always satisfied.
She is. That's because she's a happy person. Okay then, I'm okay too, so I will see you all in the next session. I still don't know what's happening with Marion, but I won't be able to run a session this evening. Tomorrow evening, if she hasn't been in contact with me, in fact I must cancel that on the forum calendar, sorry. But tomorrow evening, if she's not contacted me, I'll be in Discord tomorrow evening. But I tried to sort of shuffle my diary around and I cannot do it. Hubby needs me. Hubby takes priority. So this evening there won't be a Skype Marion session or Discord session unless Marion suddenly pops up unexpectedly on Skype. She has not told me. Marion, where are you? It could be that she's stuck halfway up. Well, it's very difficult. She's travelling, I understand. She might not even have an internet connection. So if she can't get in touch with me, there's nothing. I must give her my phone number one of these days. She can actually phone me from a call box in
Somebody kidnapped her.
Yeah, it's difficult when you're travelling. I know. So no worries. But yeah, I'll show it as cancelled on the calendar. If you want to pop into Skype and just see if she turns up, then do. But otherwise, consider it as not happening. Okay.
But today there are a session with Maria.
Oh yes, no.
Tomorrow,
English speaking club is on, absolutely. As is Natasha's session. Yeah, later. It's just Marion's session, as I say, because Marion's travelling. She's back in Nepal, and I know she's got internet connection problems. But she did say she'd let me know this weekend what she was doing, and I haven't actually heard yet. So I hope she's okay. Anyway, all right. So take care, and I will see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Leah.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for coming. Bye,
Bye.
Shiny. Take care. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Liam. Bye, Awesome. Bye, Shiny.
Okay, so welcome to ESL Drama, Stories and Poetry. Last week, catastrophic failure on my part. I had no internet connection for the best part of Tuesday afternoon. And eventually I managed to figure out, I can use my phone So I did have a satellite signal on my phone, but I couldn't log in. I had no internet connection in the house. And it wasn't just me. It happened to Amatsu and thousands and thousands and thousands of people around the world. So we were all stuck together, which makes me feel better. Anyway, so this week we're going to do what we were going to do last week. Does that make sense? Let me tap that up for you. This week we are going to do what we were going to do last week. Nice little mixture of tenses there. So, can anybody remind me, what was the last line in the story? Okay. Can anybody summarise the story? Who would like to try and summarise the story for anybody who didn't come to the session last week or watch the video? Reem?
Yes, the story was about a family, a husband and wife, that every year go to tent, journey tent, a trip, but a tent with a family. And the husband loves this trip very much, but the wives, it's costly. They want to enjoy their time together.
Well done, nicely read. Okay. Any questions? Any questions about what Hermina wrote, or any comments that you'd like to make about what she wrote?
Nice, and I am not thinks about this situation. It is maybe we said a middle solution for the problem. That Hamina needed the two opinion and find the best solution.
Yeah, it's what. Oh, yes, I agree. It's what we would call a compromise. Yeah, to compromise. So neither person is getting everything they want. Yeah. Let me just write it for you. A compromise. And it can also be a verb, to compromise.
Yes.
Okay, don't confuse it with promise. Promise is pronounced pro, and compromise is pronounced pro. Compromise, promise, compromise. Try it.
Compromise.
Yeah.
Promise.
Try this. She promised to compromise. Okay, try that sentence.
She promised to compromise.
Very well done. Good.
Thanks.
And I love the way that she's put them going to the Tyrol.
Yeah.
And with the dog. Equipment. That's it. Yeah, and that's a word. That's a really important word to learn because it covers fishing equipment, camping equipment, computer equipment. It crops up in all sorts of contexts. But very good, Chris. And that was really good. Shiny, did you want to add anything?
Because okay, no.
No, you did a very good job, Reem. You did a very good job. Okay, so the last line of the story was this line. He comes back into the house and calls up the stairs. So, are you coming or not? As I mentioned before, or not is almost a threat. Yeah. It's almost saying, if you're not coming, I'm going without you. Now, Hermina wrote a lovely ending, and as Reem, you didn't write your ending, I'm going to get you to read Hermina's. Okay, I'm sure she won't mind. Okay. So, if you would like to read that text.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, just a moment.
It
Yes.
is the corrected
Okay.
text, okay?
Yeah. Okay. He says, I'm going to take some of the camping equipment to your brother, as arranged. The brother lives around the corner with his wife and 3 children. A young family, and discovered the joy and the fun of camping. So we decided to give him our tented and some of these items a camper will need. But you must promise me that you will be ready when I get back, he said. The man who sold us his almost new is about to leave the UK from France, and he won't wait. So please be prepared when you hear the car, and don't forget to bring the dog's bed. He called up the stairs. They got the girlfriend and the dog as well. That was the deal. Tomorrow we'll set off for a dog-friendly camping set in the Tyrol. Not hotel, but no tent either. They have found solution for their problem, and that was a garden. There's no need for a separation. Yes, they had to go through a hard time, but now everything is running smoothly. Was very difficult because with a family, and there are a water and a camping trip, and camping with the children is so hard. There are a mesh that is the sound with the water everywhere. She felt very tired, and every year she dreamed go to a nice journey with alone with on bathroom and clean, and that this and we stopped when the husband finished carry out the documented or the things for the camping trip in the cars, and set to equipment and said to his wife to come, and we imagine what will happen if come or not come. Everybody maybe everybody in the lesson write the end except me. I'm so lazy.
I did notice, but at least you're here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just the one word there,